want you to be honest with yourself for a second. Are you really okay, or are you just distracting yourself so you don't have to feel it? Because heartbreak doesn't just hurt. It lingers. It follows you into quiet moments, into late nights, into the spaces where you thought you'd be happy by now. And the hardest part? It's not just missing them. It's missing who you were when you were with them. I know that feeling. Waking up and the first thing you think about is them. Checking your phone, even when you know there's nothing there. Replaying conversations in your head, wishing you said something different. Wondering if they're thinking about you too, or if they've already moved on like you never mattered. That kind of pain, it can break you, or it can rebuild you into someone stronger than you've ever been. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. Not the surface level advice you've heard 1,000 times, but the real process, the uncomfortable truth, and the steps that will actually help you to move on. Stay with me. First, let's talk about something most people avoid. Why it hurts so much. Because if you don't understand the pain, you'll keep running back to what caused it. When you lose someone you loved, you're not just losing a person. You're losing routines. You're losing conversations. You're losing the version of your future that you imagined with them. And your brain doesn't like that. It tries to hold on. It tries to replay the good moments. Because it's trying to protect you from the loss. But in doing that, it traps you. You start remembering the laughs, the late night talks, the way they made you feel. And suddenly, you forget the pain. You forget why it ended. You forget how they hurt you. And that's why moving on feels impossible. Because you're not remembering the full truth. You're remembering just a highlight reel. So here's the first step. And it's not easy. You have to face reality. Not the version of them you created in your head, but who they actually were, how they treated you, how they made you feel on your worst days, not just your best ones. Because healing doesn't start with hope. It starts with truth. Now let me tell you something from real experience. There was a time I thought I would never get over someone. I mean it. Every song reminded me of them. Every place we went together felt different. Even the silence felt louder without them in my life. And I kept thinking, what if they come back? That one thought kept me stuck for months. I wasn't moving on. I was waiting. Waiting for a message, waiting for an apology, waiting for something that would probably never come. And that's when I realized something. You can't heal from something you're still hoping will return. That's when everything changed for me. And this is the second step. You have to let go of the possibility, not just the person, but the idea of them coming back and fixing everything. Because as long as that door is open, you'll never fully walk away. And I know that's hard to accept. Because a part of you still wants it to work. But sometimes, closure isn't something they give you. It's something you decide for yourself. Now let's talk about what actually helps you move forward. I applied these principles, and my life changed. You have to know that letting go is one thing, but rebuilding yourself, that's a whole different process. The third step, you need to cut emotional contact. And I don't just mean blocking them. I mean mentally detaching from them. No checking their profile. No asking friends about them. No rereading old messages. Because every time you do that, you're feeding the attachment. You're telling your brain, this person still matters in my life. And your brain listens. So if you want to move on, you have to starve the attachment. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They think healing means sitting around waiting to feel better. It doesn't work that way. Healing is active. It's something you do, not something that just happens. So the fourth step is this. Rebuild your life, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Yes, I mean it. Start small. Fix your sleep. Take care of your body. Go outside more. Talk to people. Try new things. Not because you're suddenly happy, but because you're choosing not to stay stuck. And at first, it's going to feel forced. It's going to feel fake. But over time, those small actions start to shift something inside you. Let me tell you something most people don't realize. You don't heal by thinking your way out of heartbreak. You heal by living your way out of it. Now there's another part of this journey that nobody prepares you for. And that's the loneliness part. Yes, you heard me right. Because when someone leaves your life, they leave a space behind. And that space can feel empty, quiet, uncomfortable. And your instinct will be to fill it quickly. With another person. With distractions. With anything that numbs the feeling. But here's the truth. If you don't learn to sit with yourself and enjoy your own company, you'll keep running into the same patterns. So the fifth step is this. Learn to be alone without feeling lonely. And that doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means building a relationship with yourself, getting to know who you are outside of them, what you like, what you want, what you deserve. Because when you truly understand that, you stop accepting less. And then something powerful starts to happen. You stop checking your phone as much. You stop thinking about them every second. You start having moments where you actually feel okay. And those moments turn into hours, then days, and boom, one day, you realize something. You're not the same person anymore. And that brings us to the final step, your comeback. This is where you take everything you've been through and use it to become better, not bitter, better. You work on yourself. You build your confidence. You raise your standards. You stop settling for people who don't see your value. And you become someone who doesn't chase love, but attracts it. And here's the part people don't talk about enough. At some point, they might come back, or they might check on you, or they might hear about how well you're doing. But by then, it won't matter the way it used to, because you'll have moved on, not just from them, but from the version of yourself that needed them. So if you're going through heartbreak right now, I want you to remember this. You're not broken. You're in the process of rebuilding. And one day, you're going to look back at this moment and realize it didn't destroy you. It transformed you. If this helped you in any way, if you felt understood, if this gave you even a little bit of clarity, then subscribe. Because this channel is here to help you heal, to help you grow, and to help you become stronger than anything you've been through. You're going to get through this. And when you do, you won't just be okay. You'll be better than ever.